Gordon? Gordon? Gordon! He's awake! What happened? What the... Henry? What the...
I've no idea what's going on.
What do you mean? Why are we both off the rails? What happened? Can someone just tell me? That's the problem, Gordon. No one seems to remember it. What a serious incident. It's made headlines already. However, I will not dare point any fingers until a full investigation of this incident is completed. Thank you, sir.
Last thing I remember is getting the breakdown crane for something in the early hours.
But what for?
I just can't remember. That's the problem.
Will Gordon and Henry be all right, sir?
Yes, indeed, Edward. Don't worry, my dear engine. However, we are still at a loss for what exactly happened.
Which is why I am here to ask you all some questions.
We didn't do anything, sir. Honest.
Didn't say you did. I'm just here to hear your recollections of last night. Like, did you have any interactions with the two locomotives?
Well, it was very late, so most of us were already back in our sheds, or preparing to go back.
I did see Gordon getting ready for his train that evening. Usual time, around 9:30. Nothing out of the ordinary, though.
The passengers too?
Yes, sir. All acting normal.
Then of course I was half asleep, but I remember Henry being called for a breakdown train to clear the line.
Did you hear what the obstacle was?
No, sir.
May have been a tree or a landslide.
I see. And were there any other strange events or sightings during the night?
No, sir. We woke up to find Gordon and Henry still gone, and the accident or whatever it was already happened.
Very well. Thank you all for your input. It will help the investigation.
You're welcome, sir. I hope this is all solved soon.
I'm afraid I know nothing. I was just woken up by a call around 5 in the morning and rushed out to the scene.
Very well.
Constable chap, I've just received some news. Gordon's memory is coming back.
Roger that. Would you like to join me, Sir Hat?
Of course. I'm eager to find out this case as much as you are.
Ah, Gordon. How are you?
Better, sir, thank you, but my memory is still a bit fuzzy.
Well, just tell me what you know so far. Give us a rundown of your journey and events.
Very well. It was the 9:30 night express. Limited stop, arrive at Vicarstown at 10:30, then return home for Knapford for a midnight arrival. You know how it is. We were delayed 10 minutes because of a signal fault, but we managed to make up for lost time. It was very uneventful, yes. We made it in time for Daisy for the branch line connections at Elsbridge. We soared down the line like usual, but just after we passed Wellsworth, it began. Hold on, what's that? The tracks ahead have disappeared. Yes, they have. Stop the train. It's a good thing they did. Turns out there was a massive sinkhole.
You mean the one by the hill? But we thought that was the impact of the crash, or the cause of the crash.
Nope, I didn't touch it. It was just there, in the middle of the line, swallowing all 3 tracks. What happened here? An earthquake? I haven't the faintest idea. Soil's probably weakened. It's a sinkhole, I think. But it's so perfectly round. And for one this size, the ground would have to be made of sand. We are close to the ocean. True, but regardless, there's no way we're getting to Vicarstown tonight. Passengers weren't too happy about that, but they knew this was something serious. The return train from Vicarstown to Knapford was cancelled as well. We should reverse back to the station and then get permission to go back to Knapford.
Which? Whoever called me just said there was a hole in the rails, not a crater. We get small holes in the rails all the time, so I thought it was one of those. Yes, well anyway, we never got back to Wellsworth.
What was that? We better go check. Maybe there's another sinkhole. Wait, stop! Stop! There's a tree on the line!
Hang on, there was never a tree there.
You're right, and it's too big to move by hand. Well, that's just great. We'll need a crane.
That'll take hours. We're already delayed.
You're right. I'll go phone for help.
They then called for a crane. Originally, Boko was going to come from Wellsworth, but they found out he wasn't there, and neither was the breakdown crane, so there was a massive delay. And this is where I come in. They called for me around 2 a.m.
Come on, Henry. We're needed urgently. Gordon's trapped by a tree.
All right then, let's go.
Of course, it took him over an hour to get ready. It was so long that I managed to doze off, then wake up again, and he still wasn't there. Well, it's about time.
What the? Where'd he go? Where is he? That's strange. Maybe it was someone going down the Brendan branch. But he was very loud. Oh look, there's Henry now.
Oh my goodness, that's a massive tree. What have you been doing this time? It's 3:30 in the morning. By that time, the fog started rolling in. Quite fast, too. By the time the workmen had hitched up the tree, it had consumed us all. Well, that's just great. Now we've got fog. Quite thick, too.
What the?
Who's there?
Someone's coming. Hello? Who's there?
James? Edward?
That better not be you, Thomas.
So who was it?
We don't know. Our drivers looked around but never found anything. Oh, and this is where my memory starts to fade.
Mine too.
Take your time. No worry.
Ugh, I know something big happened. I just can't seem to grasp it. Ugh. Last thing I remember is the guard pulling out the video camera for something and...
Wait, video camera? He had a video camera?
Yes, he always does. We had several cases of passengers getting into fights, so we... Hold on. Yes, of course. The tapes. You just need to go watch the tapes.
Okay, gentlemen. We need to salvage the tapes from that video camera.
Morning, sir.
Ah, so tell me, what was on those tapes?
Well, it's, I think you need to see for yourself.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just trust me. No one can quite explain what they saw last night on that screen. And it was quite disturbing, to be honest.
What's going on? I think someone is stalking us. Jesus Christ!
That was certainly not me. Me neither.
Shh! Shush! Someone's coming.
Oh my god. Wait, why does that laugh ring a bell? Oh lord.
Oh shit! What? What is it, Gordon?